Good morning, children. In the last class, we learned about the structure of the ear. The structure of the ear, okay, children. In the ear, it is divided into three parts. That is the outer ear, inner ear, outer ear, middle ear, and the inner ear. Okay, children. The sound from the outer ear, it is propagated. It is observed from the outside of vibrations. It enters through the auditory canal, and it vibrates the tympanum. From the tympanum, it enters into the middle ear. Whereas in the middle ear, we are having of three types of bones: malleus, incus, and stapes. And from the this middle ear, it is transferred to the inner ear, where the cochlear is present. Okay, in the cochlear, a viscous liquid is there. That means a liquid is present. Okay, and in the same way, some tiny hairs are there, which transmits the vibrations to the signals, and which is interpreted by the brain, children. All that we have learned in the previous class. Okay, children. Now today we will be learning about the characteristics of sound, children. Characteristics of sound. Okay, and we know that sound is produced by the vibrating bodies, and all the vibrating bodies produces the sound. Here in think and discuss question answers, a question is given, children. Vibrations produce sound and sound produces vibration. Which is true in this? Both are true. Vibrations produces the sound, whereas the sound produces vibrations. They are interrelated with each other. Both of them are true, children. Okay. All the vibrating bodies produces the sound, and the sound, whatever that is produced, okay, it produces the vibrations. Okay, sound is produced by the vibrating bodies, and the vibrating bodies produces the sound. They are interrelated. Okay, children. Okay, and another one is that our ear has the three media through which sound propagates. Discuss with your friend as to whether the above statement is true. Yes. Okay. The ear has the three media through which sound propagates. That is the outer ear, middle ear, and the inner ear. Already we discussed in detail about that. The different. That means the three different media of the ear, children. Okay. Next, we will be learning about the characteristics of this sound. Okay. In these characteristics of the sound, normally we come across loudness, feebleness, and amplitude. Loudness, feebleness, amplitude. Okay, children. Loudness, feebleness, amplitude. What do you mean by the loudness? Normally, okay, some people, they talk loudly, okay, and some softly. Okay, normally if we hit the table hardly, what happens? Loud sound is produced. But whereas when you tap the table gently, the feeble sound is produced. Okay, children, feeble sound is produced. Therefore, here sometimes on the roads also, sometimes if an accident occurs, or when a person in a market, in a fish market or any market, we'll see that people shouting. Okay, that means sometimes it will be it gives up a big sound. Normally during when we come across heavy vehicles, that is JCB, proclaimers, they produce more sound. Okay, children, they produce the more sound. All these bodies, all these heavy vehicles, they produce more sound. They produce the loudness, and some of them, they will speak very smoothly. That is feebleness, very gently. Okay, and here in our daily life, we hear many loudness and feebleness sounds on different occasions. For example, sound. Okay, when during the school assembly, when they beat the drums, the sound produced is a loudness. A big sound is produced. But when they were doing the pledge, when they are doing the pledge, okay, at the time of the pledge, normally the sound comes very gently. That is the feebleness. Okay, that is the feebleness. Okay, and here during the Diwali festival. Diwali festival is a festival of sounds and lights. Okay, children. And here normally when during the thunderstorm, first the light comes or the sound comes, children. First the light comes. First the light comes. First the spark comes. Then afterwards the sound comes. Why? Because the light travels faster than the sound. Okay, the velocity of the sound, the velocity of the light is, velocity of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, whereas the velocity of sound is 340 meter per second. Okay, it is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, whereas here 340 meter per second. Velocity of the sound is 340 meter per second, whereas the velocity of the light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Therefore, at the time of thunderstorm, first the light comes, then afterwards this sound comes. Okay, children? And at that time, we see that we'll feel, is it the loud sound or the feeble sound? It is the loud sound. During the marriages, normally they'll do the band. Okay, the band, it produces of loud sound. Okay, when they are beating more and more, loud sound is produced. Okay, and in the churches, in the mosque, normally when they do the prayer with feebleness, not this loudness. Okay, children, that's about the loudness and the feebleness, children. And here we are learning about another one is called as the amplitude. What is this called as amplitude? Amplitude means, okay, amplitude is the one when we are producing of this sound, okay, the sound produced is to the maximum level. The sound produced is to the maximum level. The sound, whatever the sound that is produced, if it is the sound produced is reaching the maximum level, then that maximum level is called as the amplitude. Okay, here amplitude can be defined as the maximum displacement of the vibration. The maximum displacement of the wave or vibration, we can say, or oscillation, we can say, like that. The maximum displacement of a wave or a vibration or a oscillation is called amplitude. It's called amplitude. Normally amplitude is denoted by the letter A. Amplitude is denoted by the letter A. Normally here we can see this is a transverse wave. Okay. Here the displacement is more. Here the it is maximum. Here it is a maximum. If the displacement of the wave it is very high. Okay, the displacement of a wave is very high, and then that is the maximum displacement. This is in case of the transverse waves. Whereas in case of the which wave it is? Longitudinal wave. Okay, if the vibrate. Okay, that means here a compression and rarefaction together, it is called as a wave. If this displacement is very large, if this displacement is more, then we say that as a amplitude. Okay, the maximum displacement of the wave is called as the amplitude. The maximum displacement of the vibration is called as the amplitude, or the maximum displacement of the oscillation is called as the amplitude. Okay, children. Therefore, here we have we learned about what is loudness, what is feebleness, what is the amplitude, children. Here he is asking that why are some sounds loud? Okay, why are some sounds very loud? Some sounds are very loud. Why? Because the intensity of the sound is high. Okay, the intensity of the sound is high. When we produce with more force, if I am stressing with hardly, then if I am applying the force hardly, then we get the loud sound. Normally, in the trumpets, if they blow the air, that those are the blow type of instruments. Already we learned about the musical, the different types of instruments. Normally they blow the air very hardly. See their cheeks while they are blowing. Once you observe, okay, they will blow with a total force. That's why they will drink the alcohol. Why? Such that they don't have the pain. Normally, the people who are who are producing the music, especially in the marriages, they will drink the alcohol. Why? Because as they produced to reduce their pain, okay, they will blow very hardly. See their cheeks, they will be every time they will be blowing. You observe once, okay, children, like that. Therefore, why are some sounds very loud? Why the sounds are very loud? Why? Because as they are produced hardly, they are hardly beaten. Okay, when we apply the force more, okay, the greater magnitude of force is applied, then the sound produces a what? Loud. Normally, when they are beating the drums, they will beat with hardly, with more force. That's why loud sound is produced. And here, why are some sounds feeble, very small? Why? Because as they are produced with some normal range. Okay, like that. Is there any relationship between the intensity of sound and the vibrations of the body which produce sound? Yes, it is the intensity of the sound. Normally, if you are applying the more force, more pressure on any object, then what happens? More sound is produced. Okay, sir. Okay, children. Therefore, more intensity. The intensity of the sound is high. Normally, car horn is there. It will be giving up different sound. Whisper. Whisper means what? Okay, whispering, talking with. Normally, in the news, in the advertisement, you are getting gossip girls. Okay, gossiping, whispering. Okay, whispering. Gossip is different. Okay, gossip is talking something. All together talking something. Whispering means what? What you are doing? Like that, small sound. Not loudly, just that gives about very feeble sound. Okay, children. All these, the sounds whatever that are produced. Some sounds in that we feel that some sounds are. We say that some sounds are loud. Some sounds are feebleness. Okay, children. Okay. Therefore, today we learn about the characteristics of sound. These are the characteristics of the sound. That is the loudness, feebleness, and amplitude. Okay, children. Therefore, today we learn the characteristics of the sound. Okay. The next class we'll be learning in the remaining children. Thank you. Have a nice day.